Well, I'll tell you what, everyone, it's never too early in the day to think about what's for dinner. That's where my mind's been going. Well, fans of Queer Eye know Antoni Porowski and eat up all the things he knows about food and wine. Well, with a new cookbook out, you're going to love this. It's called Let's Do Dinner, and I'm really excited to have a few minutes to chat with him about recipes and his inspiration in the kitchen. Yum! Well, listen, I'm always looking to be inspired when it comes to cooking. Tell me about this cookbook.
Yes. So it's my second book. My first book, Antoni in the Kitchen, was like kind of my introduction to the, culinary landscape. And it was like a culinary memoir. It was dishes from, my Polish heritage, recipes that didn't make it onto episodes of Queer Eye, food that I ate when I was a student. And Let's Do Dinner, I wanted to focus on the most important meal of the day, in my opinion, which is dinner. It was such a ritual for me growing up to be able to sit down with my family and kind of break bread and talk about how great or how not so great our day was. And I kind of want to continue that, and I wanted to share recipes that I make for myself now as a grown-up.
Well, it looks delicious. Everything you have there just looks amazing.
Thanks.
What are you making as we speak, and is this something we can find in the cookbook?
So all of this is in the cookbook. This is the croque signor. So have you ever heard of a croque monsieur?
No.
Okay, so croque monsieur is like, I'm from Montreal, and at a lot of brunch places, it was like it's like eggs Benedict for French people and French Canadians. And it's basically bechamel, which is like a nice creamy sauce where the base is melted butter, flour, and milk. And you basically add ham, or you can add some like deli turkey, a bit of cheese. You can fry an egg on top. And so this is my own invented Italian version of that, where I basically swap out some of the ingredients, because that's what the book is all about. It's all about knowing the rules and then breaking them, figuring out how to make it your own based on your dietary needs, personal preference, on budget constraints, on the amount of people that you're cooking for. I think what's so fun about cooking is that no one ever really knows everything, and there's always a new technique or a new way to kind of learn how to prepare something, and I'm all about that. It's what I try to preach on Queer Eye, and it's how I am in my personal life.
Well, we love you on Queer Eye, and I think you're absolutely right. Cooking gives you that ability to play around and experience new flavors, and you never know what you can come up with. So love it that you threw in some Antoni originals in the cookbook. What else do you have, Antoni? Because everything you've brought, the whole spread looks incredible. And is this something people can make from home? Is it easy?
Totally. I'm going to start out with the simplest one, and that's the sheet pan chicken. During the pandemic, I saw so many sheet pan dinner renditions, from like that whole feta situation to like everyone and their mom was making it. And so I wanted to have my own version that kind of was a reflection of the kind of food that I like to eat, using very common things in an unexpected way. I love a grape. A lot of kids get them in their school lunches, but you can also have them for dinner. So literally all you need for this recipe are some beautiful grapes, whatever color you like, red onion, rosemary, a little bit of olive oil. You bake it for a bit. Those grapes start to kind of like burst, and the juices come out, and they mix with the wonderful flavors of the red onion and also the herbaceousness of the rosemary. Throw on some chicken that's lightly dusted with a bit of ancho powder, salt, pepper, and you have an awesome dinner that's ready for a family. You can't see it here, but the sheet pan juices that form from this, it's a religious experience. And when you sop up some bread into it, it's awesome. The leftovers are great. No joke, I've been eating, not this particular plate, but this recipe for the past 2 to 3 days. And it's great just to like grab it from the fridge and like pull a little piece of chicken on and have a nice little sweet grape with a little wedge of the onion. It's awesome.
The combination of grapes and onion, you just can't go wrong. And I'm one for cold chicken. I love opening the fridge and just like taking a piece of chicken. It's the best.
Totally.
Okay, where can people find the cookbook?
Yes, so you actually want to go to my Instagram account at Antoni, A-N-T-O-N-I. In my link in bio, you can purchase the book, you can get a signed copy.
All right, I got a question for you.
Sure.
Which is your favorite recipe in the entire cookbook, or the one that speaks to you the most?
Okay, the one that speaks to me the most, I'll have to be honest, it's the one that I make a version of this every single week. I love salad for dinner. It's healthy, you can pack it with protein, and it's something that's just really easy to make that you can tweak based on whatever you have available at home. It's my warm kale salad with pulled rotisserie chicken. You can buy a rotisserie bird, so you don't even have to deal with the whole mess of roasting your own bird. And then there are some some raisins in there. I'm looking at grapes right now. Some toasted hazelnuts and chili flakes. And it's a warm vinaigrette. And the purpose of a warm vinaigrette is to soften the leaves of the kale, which tend to be rough. I don't know about you, but I don't have time or the interest to massage my kale whenever I make a salad at home. I leave that to the restaurants. I'm lazy, sorry, not sorry. And the warm vinaigrette fixes that problem for you right off the bat. And then you can enjoy it the next day as well. That salad sits really well as well, which the same can't be said of all salads.
That is true. Well, Antoni, great stuff. Be sure to follow Antoni on Instagram. That's one way to get that cookbook. And okay, everybody, let's do dinner.
He is fantastic. Well, for more of Antoni Porowski, you can go to our Facebook page, find our post, and comment for your chance to win a copy of Let's Do Dinner. You can also buy Let's Do Dinner wherever books are sold.